How's it going, guys? So we're back for another game. Look, these games are going to be coming thick and fast. This time it's Leeds. This time we kick off at Emirates Stadium. It's a 5:30 kick-off. And look, it's the first game at Emirates. Hopefully we'll be able to present Eze in front of the Emirates faithful. And look, it's the signing that we needed at the start of the season. If anyone's watched my videos, you'll see so many videos about Eze saying that this is the guy who brings the title to Arsenal. And then when he was about to go to Tottenham, I was like, fucking hell, what's going on here? But Havertz's injury, which is obviously a serious one, has made room for Arsenal to get in another attacker, and that's Eze. It's done. He's having his medical today, and he will be announced as an Arsenal player, hopefully today or tomorrow. But I'm pretty sure he will be presented in the Emirates Stadium before the kick-off. So it's about getting 3 points and getting our goal difference up tomorrow, if you ask me. We've got to go in hard against Leeds because we don't play until not the Monday, but the Monday after, I believe. No, Sunday, sorry, the next Sunday at 4:30 against Liverpool. So we have more than a week to prepare. So let's just go all out, go full throttle, get about 3-4 goals and a clean sheet. So Leeds are going to be the first team to come to Emirates, and it's going to be interesting to see how they set up. We're pretty sure, and it's going to be pretty obvious how they're going to set up. That's, 2 banks or 4 or 5, whatever, and try and go on the break. Look, there's a couple of players there we're aware of, like Daniel James. He's got a bit of Premier League experience, and you've got Wilfred Gnonto, who's meant to be a very good player. But all in all, Leeds do not have the attack that they had a few years ago, like Rafinha. Was it Patrick Bamford up front, where he gets a goal in 2 games, and they've just not got that. They've not got that rhythm about them where they're going to come to Emirates and win the game. Obviously, they're going to have a couple of chances here and there. They may get a set piece, and the longer the game goes 0-0, the more belief that Leeds will have that they can get something out of this. A point for them is they'll be over the moon, quite literally. But for us, look, Leeds, with all due respect, they've come from the Championship. The last 2 seasons, any teams that have come from the Championship have gone right back down. So it's about getting to business, getting the 3 points. And look, it's Emirates Stadium. You don't come here and try and get 3 points. This is our home. This is our fortress. This is our fans. This is our turf. Yeah? So it's an easy 3 points on paper, but who knows? Let's get into the head-to-head then. Look, it's quite simple. What you can see now is literally the last 8 games against Leeds United in all competitions. We've won like the last 5 in the Premier League in a row, last one being 4-1. We've won the one in the League Cup and the FA Cup as well. So out of the last 8 games, we've won 7 and drew 1. And that's an exceptional sort of head-to-head results that you expect. But we want to add to that, and we want another win, so we can make it like 5-6 wins in a row in the Premier League. Look, it's down to business. To me, it looks like an easy game, but more often than not, these are the ones that you've got to be careful of. You've got to get the early goal in the first half. We've got to hopefully let Gyökeres have a bit of the ball, settle into the Emirates Stadium, because this is his home for the foreseeable future. And we've just got to kick on from there. We've got to get as many goals as we possibly can do. Because it's a massive game. Any game in the Premier League is huge. I don't care who you play against. Last week we played against United. Massive win. 3 points. Even if it was away to Sunderland, it's a huge 3 points. They don't come easy in the Premier League, no matter what team you play against. For me, it's 1 game down. That's the way I see it. So that's 3 points in the bag. Let's get 6 points in the bag and then go to Liverpool, Anfield with our tails up. And they'll be there for the taking. Because it could be an open game, but then it could not, because we obviously have this defensive style now where we're able to compress attacks after waves of attack, and then we just do our bit of business, whether that's a set piece or a good goal, a bit of build-up play, who knows? But it's going to be a great game. But more than that anyway, let's move to the game that we're actually going to be playing against, which is Leeds. And look, it's a great head-to-head results that we've had recently, and if you ask me, it should be comfortable out there. We don't need to get out of second gear, if you ask me, but we've got to be respectful and play them for who they are. They got the 3 points in the first game of the season, which is always difficult. Fair play. So yeah, we've got to just we've just got to keep our heads up and go in for the 3 points, go in for the kill, and try and build on the first goal. So the lineup then. Now, obviously, we've got quite a big squad, apart from Havertz and Jesus, which are injured. And again, that's the attacking line, which is no surprise. So, look, David Raya starts, obviously. He's becoming a top keeper. And the saves that he pulled off against United, again, away to Old Trafford like he did last season. He got the Man of the Match award as well. And he's just an exceptional keeper at the moment. The way he, covers that penalty area, it's his. It's his area. The way he's commanding for the ball, and he's a good keeper. He can play out from the back. He can do long balls. He's a top shot stopper. I actually think he's better than Ramsdale at saves now. He has proven that over the last couple of years. So look, David Raya starts and Timber starts for me this game. It's home. Let's get Timber some minutes. White's had a good game. Timber come on for a bit. Let's play Timber. Saliba, Gabriel, of course, play. On the left, I'm going to stick with Calafiori again. Lewis Skelly's got to find his rhythm slowly again. I think putting him in, he could play this game. Then we can play Calafiori against Liverpool, but I'd rather start Calafiori this game. Zubimendi starts, obviously. So does Rice, and so does Odegaard. There's not much room for a rotation there at this moment of time. Obviously, Eze is going to be involved over the coming weeks. We could do a bit of rotation there in the centre of the park, likes of Ethan Nwaneri as well. But at the moment, we'll keep it simple. Odegaard, Rice, and Zubimendi. On the right, Saka plays. You don't really mess about with that. In the centre, it's Gyökeres because Havertz is injured. Gyökeres had to start this game anyway. It's at Emirates Stadium. It's a time to get a couple of goals under his belt. And then on the left, I'm going to start Madueke. Something different. Martinelli showed that he's not capable of, bringing that stardom to Arsenal this season again. He's got to do it slowly because at the moment he's not really he's not playing with freedom, and it's a bit worrying because this could be his last season at Arsenal. So for me, Madueke starts on the left. He brings something different on that side, and it's good to see. So Madueke on the left, Gyökeres up front, and then who's on the right? Saka's on the right. So that's basically the lineup for me. I think a lot of people's lineup will be similar to this. I'll be surprised if it's any different. Maybe you could mess about with the fullbacks in terms of Calafiori, Skelly, Timber, White, which they're as strong as each other in their own ways. Lastly, the result. I see Arsenal winning this one. It's got to be a comfortable game. I think Arsenal will win this. I'm going to go for 4-0. I'm going to get a clean sheet again. It's going to be a good game. I can't wait to just see and get out onto the Emirates Stadium and try and get these 3 points. I just can't wait for this first game at Emirates, and hopefully we can get the 3 points, and that's 6 points out of 6 because we've got a very difficult start to the season. If we can get 6 out of 6, hopefully get a draw against Liverpool, it's looking good, at the minimum that is. Yeah, I think it's going to be all Arsenal. They're going to try and go on the break. Obviously, Dan James, fastest player in the league, is it? They've got, they will have a couple of shots here and there. Arsenal have got enough to get back and be commanding in our penalty area, and a bit outside of that, we should be in control fully. I don't want to give Leeds United any room to breathe. I want to actually take them to the cleaners and teach them a lesson. That's not because they're Leeds. That's because you're playing against us. And that's the way I see Arsenal when we play against anyone. So look, I think Gyökeres will get off the score sheet. He definitely will. I think Saka will as well. And it's just a time for somebody to, do some sort of magic, wave that magic wand, do some abracadabra shit. This is your playground. It's Leeds United. Show us what you got. That's basically it. That's the way I see it. 4-0 to Arsenal and a clean sheet. No injuries. Get the job done by half-time. Bob's your uncle. Get Lewis Skelly on. Get White on. Get Ethan Nwaneri on. Get Martinelli on. Get Trossard on. And it's a good day at work, isn't it? So that's it. Let us know what you think.